autonomous district council in the state. Of course, before taking a decision whether we support this decision taken by the government or we are against it, we want certain clarification from the government. Firstly, we want to know from the government as to under what provision of the sixth schedule to the Constitution of India it is written that the government can take such a decision, where the government will take a responsibility to pay for the staff of the Autonomous District Council. We have read the sixth schedule to the Constitution of India. We know that the District Council has its own fund. Through that fund, it is being audited by by the constitutional body of the country, by the auditor and controller and auditor general. We know that the district council has the power to levy taxes. We know that district council has the power to has a right to get share from taxes, from mineral taxes, from transport, from professional taxes and all that. So it has its own fund, and through that fund, it used for giving salary to its employees, to the MDC, to the executive members and other expenses. So we fail to understand as to under what provision of law the government can come now and then decide that the government will take the responsibility to pay for the salary of the staff. And we also want to ask a question as to whether it will be only for the staff, or the government will also take the responsibility to pay the salary of the MDC, the salary of the EM, and all other expenses of the council. And second thing, we also want to understand as to what will happen to the autonomy of the district council. See, the name itself suggests that these district council are autonomous bodies. They are independent in their power, in their functions, which the constitution has vested against them. So what will happen to that economy, to that autonomy? Now the government, as soon as the government decide to pitch in or to give, to pay the salary of the staff, the MDC or the EM, then there will not be any autonomy left, because these staff will be answerable to the government, to the one who pay for the salary. Whether they will be answerable to the MDC or to the EM, that is also another question that we want to ask the state government. But as to what will happen to the autonomy of the district council, the third thing that we want a clarification from the government is regarding, everyone know that as per the provision of the sixth schedule, the district council has certain rights towards certain funds from the government, whether it is the share from the mineral, whether it is the professional tax that it levy from all the professional in within the jurisdiction of the autonomous district council, whether it is the taxes from transport or from vehicles that the government takes, but it gives a share to the district council. What will happen to that? Now, if the government will spend, say, 70 crores for paying a salary to the staff of GHDC, how will the government get back that money? Whether it will pay from its own pocket without taking the share that the district council has. So that is also one question that we want to ask the state government, the chief minister, that what will happen, whether the government intend to take back the share or to take back the rights or the funds which the district council is supposed to get from the state government. Lastly, we just want to suggest the state government that instead of taking such a decision which can affect the autonomy of the district council, why don't you direct the district council of the state to actually take initiative in order to limit their expenses? You spend as much as you earn. You don't spend more than what you earn. So the state should work together with the district council and find ways and means in order to avoid unnecessary expenses, and in order to not spend beyond its resources. See, there are the district council in the state. There are certain district council where the requirement of staff is about 100, but they employed about 200, 300 person without knowing whether that money, do you have the money or not to pay for the salary. So such kind of steps should be taken. It is a time for all of us to work together and ensure that the district council are not being, we should not work towards a step where district council will remain redundant, or it will not be there. We should not take any kind of step to affect the district council, but instead we should take steps to ensure that this council have the proper resources and manage itself independently. Come on.
Do you see any political?
All these have happened is because of the JHDC election. JHDC election is supposed to be held in next year, early next year, and we know what is happening in JHDC now. The staff in JHDC, about 46 months, they have not been able to get their salary. So maybe it is a knee-jerk reaction by the government to pacify the protesting staff, or to pacify the public within the GHDC jurisdiction, and to get, to get maximum votes in the next election. We cannot deny that fact. But although we don't know what is there behind this decision, but we cannot deny the fact that there is a political move in this decision.